Okay, part two on this. I want to teach you guys how to add some form of a base to this object. Okay, so you did the top, great, looks beautiful, but let's say you have something that is separated and you really want to add that base just to make it pop a little bit more. So we're going to do this and then we're going to call it a day. We ended up here in 3D. Sorry, I ended up in a rush, but I was running out of time. If you didn't know what I was doing, I was in the materials menu. I apologize for that. You type in whatever it is you want. Let's say I want black. Black is going to pop up at some point in time with something, so just drag it on here and drop it. This makes no difference in your 3D print. It's just for an aesthetic on this. Okay, so honestly I could care less what it looks like because you're going to tell me what color and I'll print it as such. The 3D printer doesn't care what it's doing. Alright, but there is one thing I have to do. I need to move it. It's in the wrong location so I can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click on the object and I'm going to get this arrow right here. Okay, so these are moving arrows. I'm going to grab this dude and I can move him up and down. Okay, I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch again, so 0.25. Ooh, that was ugly. Let's try that again. Grab this thing, move it up, 0.2. Ooh, my numlock's not on. There we go, 0.25. I knew what I was doing. Okay. The reason why you see this echo line down here is when you did the boundary command, what it does is it makes an echo of it. And it makes this spline on top. So if you had that issue, that's what it's doing. So you really don't need these things down here because you've already made it. So I can click this and I can erase it. It doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so I had to create my base now. So what I'm going to do is move this thing over. I want to click on top here just so I can see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm going to make this as simple as I possibly can. So I have to make this ellipse on the outside. Now typically your base is going to be a circle, an ellipse, or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to flip this thing back to the 2D mode. So I'm going to go back down here to my gear. I'm going to go to drafting and annotation. Okay, you're in 3D modeling. We're going to go back to here. You'll see your screen flip a little bit. It'll spaz out and you're back. Your properties menu does go away. I don't know why that is. It did. So I'm going to press Control-1 so I can bring that back because I will need it again. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna do an ellipse. We'll make this simple. So up here, you see is ellipse. I could also type it in. I'm gonna do this center ellipse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click. Ooh, it's not liking this. Okay, let's do this one here. So I'm gonna click an end. I'm gonna click another end. I'm gonna draw it up like so. Okay, then if I don't like it, what I can do is I can use these grips here to move it around a little bit. So what I did there was after I drew it out, I really didn't like where it was. So I'm going to click it and I'm just going to drag it over a little bit so I can put it in the right spot. Okay? So I got that done. I'm going to press Shift and Scroll again. Now I'm going to press Extrude, which is just EXT. I'm not going to flip over this time because I don't care. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to push it up. Now it's saying, okay, how high up do I want to go? 0.25 again. And looky there. So I got it done. So at this point in time, I'm ready to print it off. Okay. The software that you're going to use, hopefully will work on this, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm confident enough that hopefully this will go smooth. Go smooth as silk. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. We have to export this, but we're going to export this in 2 different files. So we're going to press on the A up here, and then there's an export right here. Okay, we're going to go down to the other formats. So do that first. And I'm going to go down here to the bottom and you have to do an STL file. I realize it just went off my screen, so move it up. An STL file is what you have to use. That's a lithography file, which is a way to be able to read onto the 3D printer. Okay, so I'm going to go Batman top, because you have to do this in 2 different files. So I'm going to press enter, I'm going to click my Batman, I'm going to press enter, and now I'm done. Okay. Then the next step I'm going to do, so I'm going to do the export one more time. Export, other formats. We're going to go Batman bottom, not Bathman. Well, that went horribly wrong quick. Press enter, I have to click the top, and I press enter again, and I'm done. Now, the cool thing about this is if you do have multiple different objects, you do have to choose all the objects. It doesn't matter on which layer you're on. So this should give you enough information to get this started. Once you get this done, please save it. So if you want to save this thing as Batman Practice, just kind of show it to me when you're done and I'll just give you points for it. That way you're good to go. So Batman Practice. We're good to go there. It's now saved. It'll save as a DWG file. Please just don't press save because then it'll be document 1. And if you do something else again, that'll be document 1 as well. And you don't want to do that. So hopefully this was an easy way to start this off. Now you have a little bit of experience with it. So now you can do your own. Once we get this done, I will show you guys how to do the 3D printing. And once I can experiment a bit more with the AutoCAD software in relation to that program, we should be good to go. So look for another video very soon on how to do that. Okay? Have a good day. Hope you guys got this. Questions, please wave me down and ask. And hopefully we can get through this thing pretty easy. Have a good day. Later. Bye.